Tell us why you're interested in becoming
Got it.
a police officer.
So, like, I'll answer you my first question first, my background a little bit. So, as you
Sure.
can see, that I'm an immigrant, right? And I got my citizenship. I've been here for a long, long time, but people are still very, very, very racist, They calling me, go back to your 7-Eleven, go do this, go do that. When did you take a shower? You know. So that kind of thing I'm kind of fed up with. And I just want to show all the people in my community that no matter what everybody says, you can still rise up to the ranks and still protect and still serve the civilians and love the country you're in. And as when I was a little, when a little boy, when I was 5 year old, my parents passed away, both of them. You know what happened? You wanna know?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so there was a heist going on, bank robbery, and they had dynamites. And my parents were not the robbers. No, no, no. They were very good people. They were just at the bank trying to pay the bills. And what happened? When they were trying to blow open the vault, there was a malfunction in the dynamite, and my parents got blown up. Very sad story. True story.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Correct.
That
So instead of being a victim, I you know what I did? You will not believe it. Are you ready to listen?
hmm
I embraced it. I started calling myself Dynamite. And now that is why my name is Hassan Dynamite. I was protecting my siblings, providing for them, making sure they don't go on the wrong side of the law, and all of that I did by myself. And then
Yeah.
I was, because survival was key. I was very little. Then when I was like 8, 9 year old, then 10 year old, my community, the community I come from, they are not very fortunate people.
hmm
So just to show to them that it does not matter where you're from. It only matters what you care about.
I'm very moved by that answer. It's a
So,
very good answer, sir.
so you said you're moved, but you're still standing there.
Emotionally, I'm very moved emotionally.
All right. Sorry, sorry.
No, you're good. Um, Next question. What makes you qualified to become a police officer?
Can I be very honest with you?
Yes, sir.
I want to protect the people because when I was a little kid, I was living in the hood, and that place was cheap, but that place was also very dangerous. So I needed protection over there. And
hmm
the only way I could protect me, myself, and my little siblings was to rise up to the ranks. But that was not possible because I was a little kid. Now what do you do? So what did I do? So I went to different gang members and I just kept my head down and did what was required of me. Nothing illegal. That is why I want to become a police officer so that I can save those kind of people. Like when I was little, I had no protection from anybody. No police officer would
hmm
come to the hood. No police officer would dare to stand up to the gangs. They were all very afraid. They would take bribes. They would do this. They would do that. But I don't want to do that. I want to be there for those kids stuck over there, have no protection, and have to do silly, silly things to survive. So they would know that Hassan is there looking out for them. They don't need protection from nobody because Hassan will make sure they're protected.
Yes, sir. What do you think are the most important qualities of a successful police officer?
Staying true to the law. Nobody is above the law. So what happen is that sometimes people that they like to abuse your power. I'm not saying that you do that. I'm never saying that. All right.
hmm
I'm just giving an example, like hypothetical situation. All right. So let's say there is a deputy chief of police or a captain or a police officer, whatever, doesn't matter. But they're high ranking, not someone who's just starting the police office, right? So they would try and take bribes. They would try and do corrupt things. So I'd wanna make sure that none of that funny business is being done by myself or anyone I have eyes on because nobody is above the law. So if something like that happens, so you have to hold on to the law and you have to make sure everybody is following that. So that is the second very important thing for me to hold everyone accountable, whoever breaks the law, no matter who they are. Third and foremost thing is that you have to be ready to serve and protect. You have to serve the community. You have to protect the people who cannot protect themselves. You have to stop the violence. You have to make sure that you're calm, collected, responsible. You know? Do you agree with me, officer?
I do.
Alright. Does this answer your question?
What do you believe is the most challenging aspect of becoming a police officer, and how would you overcome it?
Most challenging thing is that the expectations everybody have of you. Because sometimes, it is not possible for one person to do all the jobs. As long as their demands are, fair, not something unfair, right? Somebody asks me for favor, I'm gonna be like, no, get out of here, no favor, you know. So, you have,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah.
seatbelt check. What do you mean?
Sorry.
So, right.
I was checking my belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, no problem, sweetheart, it's okay. So, make sure that you're staying honest to yourself, true to yourself, and being a good
Hmm.
officer, slowly rising through the ranks, making the community better and a safer place. Do you like my answer?
Okay, I do.
Thank you, sir.
Uh.
So that means, I mean, I know you're deputy chief of police, but
Hmm.
I don't mean to offend you or anything. I'm just being true to myself
No, of
because
course.
it's in my heart. What my heart
Of
wants. The heart
course.
wants what it wants, sweetheart. So
Oh, I do understand.
d-
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that you want to become a chief as well, correct?
I do.
Correct.
It's
So
a
you
good
get
goal
it.
to have.
Correct. So I want to rise up to the roof
Yeah,
and get promotion. And after
of
promotion,
course.
put in the work, stay here a long time, do the good work, make sure everybody's happy,
Hmm.
make sure everybody's satisfied, make sure the police department laws are being followed. Slowly, rise the ranks. Sorry, sir, my throat is not very hydrated right now, so that is why I sound a bit raspy. You don't mind that,
No,
correct?
you're good. No, you're good, man. I
Thank you,
got I
sweetheart.
got a coffee machine in the other room if you need to hydrate.
Coffee machine? Sir, is it
Yeah,
free? I got no
yeah. I
money,
can
you
give
know.
you a cut. Yeah, it's.
Alright. Sir, did anybody tell you that you're a very sweet person?
I appreciate that, sir.
No problem. Are you not gonna give me a compliment?
I. You are a very intelligent man by your answers.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I will rest when I know that all these criminals, the gangsters, they're all calm down.
Of course.
That is the day I rest.
Okay. All right.
Or I
Now
will
we're gonna
die
move
trying.
on to some scenario-based questions. Move away from scenario. If you were in an active shootout
Mm-hmm.
and then you call for backup, what is the
Correct.
next step after calling for backup that
Alright,
you are
so
going to do?
alright, so sir, what I've learned growing up is that when you're outnumbered, you need to make sure that you have the advantage, right? Otherwise, you're not gonna win no fight. Does not matter whether you're a police officer, a gangster, or just a civilian. Anyways, so yeah, so I call for a backup, and I say, help, 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 officer being shot at, officer being shot at. And then what I
Mm-hmm.
will do is I will try to take cover because if I take on like 20 people on myself, I will die instantly. My strategy, alright? I'm gonna tell you my
Mm-hmm.
strategy, but don't steal it, alright? This is my strategy.
Of course,
What
of
I would
course.
do is we in the cars you have speakers, right? Where you
Yeah.
can make announcement. So what I would say, there are 30 police officers right now surrounding the building. So drop your weapons. If I see a weapon in your hand, or if you're carrying a dead body, or if I see you kill somebody, you're going
Mm-hmm.
to jail for a long time. And if I see a gun in somebody's hand, you need to put that weapon down, or otherwise, we will be forced, all 30 of us will be forced to open fire. So, you have to instill fear in them that, you know what, boss is here. You need to calm down, right?
Huh.
So, that
I
is a
never thought of
strategy.
that.
Correct. That is why you need me. Because you never thought of
Okay.
that, but is that not a good strategy? They would think, oh no,
It is.
30 officers, what do we do? What do we do? They will get scared, because
Yeah.
officers, they have power. They are very trained people. So when they show up,
Mm-hmm.
they are not like these silly anybody can become a gangster, but not anybody can become a police officer. There's
Yeah.
a difference. So they will be like scared, and they will be like, shitting their pants. And they will say, 30 police officer? What do we do? What do we do? And that is when they drop their weapon. No more bloodshed, no more nothing. make sure that everybody's safe, take in the criminals, and then process them according to the law.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, sir?
Okay.
If I'm being very honest, I alone am equal to 29 people, so I would just need one more person.
Yeah. All right. So next one. If you had a disagreement with a fellow coworker, how would you handle it?
Sir, I believe that everybody have their own point of view, correct?
Yeah.
You're not in my shoes, I'm not in your shoes. We are each wearing our own shoes, correct? By shoes, I don't mean literal shoes. I
Mm-hmm.
mean like each every person's point of view, correct?
Of
So
course.
I might think one thing is correct, you might think the other thing is correct, right? And it could be that we are both wrong. It could be that I am wrong. It could be that you're wrong. It could be that we're both right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is you need to calm down. You need to listen to the communication is the key. It opens the
It
doors,
is.
and it is the key to the heart as well. If you do not communicate well, what happens? Your girlfriend leave you, your wife cheat on you. You have four kids, but only one of them is yours. The three are other people. Keep a calm voice, like you know what? I have a very calm voice, correct? So keep it calm, keep it
Okay.
light, make them understand your point, try and understand their point. And you know what? There's nothing. Everybody needs to stay calm. No need to get
Of course.
heavy-headed. Sorry, hot-headed, not heavy-headed.
No, I like that. I like that answer, sir.
Yes.
All
Thank you,
right.
sweetheart.
I believe that homemade coffee is better than gas station coffee. They think the gas station coffee is better than home.
Sir, if I'm being honest, if a deputy chief of police is arguing about coffee, that is not a very good image for the police department, you
No,
know.
it isn't. But it's an example. Just like how would you mediate it? You know, like.
Alright, let's say you got two coffee, Starbucks
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
7-Eleven, alright? I'm not saying that I'm from 7-Eleven, alright? Don't try and racially profile me,
Oh
sir.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
Then why you giggle? I hear the giggle in your voice. You're not giggling, correct?
No, I'm not giggling.
Alright, thank you, sir. Alright, so we got Starbucks, we got 7-Eleven. Two coffees. One might like 7-Eleven better, but other one would be stupid. Whoever likes Starbucks. So to sort
Okay,
the
I like
conflict.
Starbucks.
So sorry, you said what?
Oh no, no, no. Continue, continue.
Alright. So alright. Two coffees, two officers fighting. What is better? You know what I would do? I would say, if you're not being a good boy, both of your these coffees are mine. Pick them up and go. That way they will be like, huh? What just happened? This is a reverse psychology.
Yeah.
So what happened is now they're like, oh, is one coffee better than the other, or is no coffee better than the other? You know. So now they are out of coffee. Now what? So what will happen is they will like, you know what? We need to calm down. And okay, so what did I just do? Reverse psychology. Because I also did some therapist work. I was underling for therapist. Because as a kid, my parent passed away, I told you.
Yeah.
So I used to see a therapist, state appointed therapist. He helped me a lot before he killed himself.
Mm.
So that would be one way
Yeah.
to sort the conflict. I'm a very calm and collected person. So
Yeah.
what would happen is I radiate calmness. That is one thing about me.
All right. Next question. How would you
मैं
respond
कितना
if you
लंबा
witnessed another officer using excessive force?
excessive force?
Sure. Yes,
Sir,
sir.
why you calling me doofus? What are you doing?
Huh?
Why you calling me doofus?
Oh no, 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 no. It's the monitor
You
here.
do it again?
No, no, the monitor, the monitor. Some guy left
Oh, I
a
see it.
tab open
Sir,
and looked
I'm
like they
not
were
doofus,
watching
correct? You
YouTube.
don't think I'm a doofus, correct?
No, I do not.
Sweetheart, you know what? I think you might be not correct in this situation. You might have to let that civilian go before he sue us. And if he gets sued and I am there and you're there, it might become a very big problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, can I have some?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here.
Made me hungry when you pulled out the food.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, sweetheart. You know what? I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna eat afterwards.
Okay. Sorry,
So
I was just getting very like hungry.
no,
I
no, no,
felt
that
like
is
I was
okay.
gonna
That
pass
is okay.
out.
I
Yeah.
understand. And you know what? I am a very good cook.
Really?
Correct? Very, very good cook. What do you want?
Huh.
I'm new to the police force, right? I cannot be making very big decisions and putting myself in jeopardy. So I would, what? I would come to the senior commanding officer. I would ask them, sir, this is what is happening. What should we do? What should be the point of action? What can I do and what can you do about it? And then take it from there according to the
Okay.
situation.
That's a good answer. All right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you. I like your answers very much. So
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna welcome you to this department. I can get you your job set. I'll get you uniform, all that good
Really?
stuff. Yes, sir.
Hold on, hold on. We need to hug it out. Come here, come here. My N-word. Sir, why you
Yes,
giggle?
sir. Sorry, I laugh at quite a lot of stuff.
Really?
It's
You think
yes,
I'm a
sir.
funny guy, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the kind of laughter and joy I bring to every place I go.
Well, that's a good sign. So